Evening, I'm Spencer Buckler. Coming up tonight, with Saturday in South Carolina just days away, we have a look at the new renovations fans can expect to see at Williams-Brice Stadium. After weeks of USC's COVID alert level set at low, the university announced an update to that level yesterday. The new numbers the university is reporting. And how the mighty sound of the Southeast is preparing for game day. The updates the Carolina band has made for a season like none other. But first, Columbia residents gathered outside of the State House and City Hall today to demand justice for Joshua Ruffin. Chants of "He was 17" rang from the steps as protesters demanded that the officer who shot Ruffin in April be fired and face prosecution. Protesters also want the family to receive money from the city and an investigation to be opened. The hashtag Justice for Josh has been circulating on social media in recent weeks. Louisville is seeing protests tonight following the grand jury's verdict over the Breonna Taylor shooting. The grand jury indicted Brett Hackison on 3 counts of wanton endangerment after the former detective fired rounds into Taylor's apartment without a line of sight. The bullets came in response to fire from Taylor's boyfriend, who thought the police were intruders. Protesters are also upset that Hackison's bond was only set at $15,000. The National Guard has been deployed to the city, and Louisville is under curfew starting at 9 p.m. tonight. While the nation is continuing to mourn the loss of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the Women's Rights and Empowerment Network and SC Women's Lawyers Association are hosting a candlelight vigil for the late justice tomorrow night. Citizens are encouraged to come pay respects to the nation's second ever female Supreme Court justice while also following COVID-19 safety procedures. The vigil will take place in downtown Columbia tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. A University of South Carolina trustee is claiming politics cost him the seat on the board. Chuck Allen ended his re-election bid today after it became clear he would not get enough votes to win his seat back. Allen has been scrutinized in recent weeks after a report came out that he cursed out a lawmaker's family at a Carolina-Clemson game 7 years ago. But he says he lost his seat because he voted against appointing President Bob Caslen last year. Seneca attorney Emma Morris will replace Allen after getting support from the General Assembly. When we come back, more tickets have been made available for students for this Saturday's game. How many will be allowed in the stands?
Flags, including the one at the South Carolina State House, will be flown at half-staff until...
The alumni help inform South Carolina legislators about the many ways that USC benefits
Baseball has started off their 2020 campaign 4-0 after sweeping Holy Cross,
South Carolina at the Carolina State Fair. It is the national and international...
13 cases of infected people in the U.S., but experts here at USC say there is no reason.
Tonight is doing their comedy sketches. That's another branch of SGTV. It's a big deal. It's going to be
60 again, but those showers are showing up. Tuesday it'll be 68 Super Bowl in 50 years. They took down the San Francisco 49ers 31.
First Filipinos in California in October of 1587.
Welcome back to Weekly News. The USC campus alert level was dropped back down to new normal as COVID-19 cases on USC's campus continue to plummet. The university dashboard was updated yesterday to show that the school only has 95 active cases. No employee tests have come back positive over the past 3 days, and the positivity rate for students dropped to just 4%. More than 94% of quarantine beds are open. The dashboard's next update will be on Friday. And those improving COVID numbers are coming just in time for the first home football game of the season this Saturday. The Gamecocks will take on the Tennessee Volunteers Saturday night at Williams-Brice Stadium. And there's going to be more students in the stands than first expected. An extra 1,100 students will be getting tickets to this weekend's game because season ticket demand dropped. Under the new COVID-19 guidelines, there will be only about 20,000 people in attendance. But those 20,000 people will get the first glimpse at new renovations to Williams-Brice. The stadium recently completed a multi-million-dollar project which added new premium seating. The athletic department hopes that the new changes will bring a better game day experience to fans. Athletic director Ray Tanner believes the project is a sign of the program's commitment to the community and the state.
Continue to invest back in our student athletes, the resources, but it affects, our fan base, our donors, the state in such a positive way.
Another major change coming to game day is what the Carolina Band will look like. Capital City sports reporter Kendall Smith has the latest on the mighty sound of the Southeast.
The sights and sounds of the Carolina Band on game day have become tradition at the University of South Carolina. But this season, new SEC guidelines are prohibiting bands from performing on the field, leaving many wondering, what is the Carolina Band up to now?
Even though we're not going to be doing pregame and halftime on the field, we are trying to make sure that we still get that entertainment and that show out to the public.
The Carolina Band has been preparing almost daily here at their practice facility, proving that they are committed to maintaining the same game day atmosphere even during the COVID-19 pandemic. Each section of the band is split up and spread out during practices to maintain social distancing guidelines. The band also requires the use of face coverings and performs daily health screenings. This season, the Carolina Band will split up into two groups to perform on game days. And even though they cannot perform on the field, the band has considered the idea of pre-recorded halftime routines to give Gamecock fans a similar feel to game day.
So we have thought about recording some halftime shows in rehearsal and then making those available like online, like Facebook or different social media sites.
With the performance at First Night Carolina already under their belt, you can count on the Carolina Band preparing for yet another season at Williams-Brice Stadium. For Capital City Sports, I'm Kendall Smith.
Thanks, Kendall. Game day, it just won't be the same without those pregame and halftime shows. But that's going to do it for Weekly News. From all of us at SGTV News 4, stay safe out there and have a good night.